Let's welcome to the show from House Transportation, Congressman Eric Burlison. Congressman, so, you know, what Nancy and Grover were just talking about, that's a bloodbath. And now it's so ironic, Congressman, because the Biden White House and the EPA, they're going to finalize this week a major crackdown to stop America from driving gas cars. Those rules are coming down. That's what Trump was warning about.
Yeah, and this couldn't come at a worse time. You know, they're trying to shift all of us to using electric vehicles, which are mostly all the components. 80% of those components come from China. But at the end of the day, where all of those cars, electric cars, have to be charged somewhere, the electricity has to come from somewhere. And just recently, the article in the Washington Post laid it all out that we are already facing an electricity crisis. The American grid cannot sustain the current levels of growth, and especially if we're going to be on the forefront of things like artificial intelligence and have more data centers, this couldn't come at a worse time.
Yeah, so that's the bloodbath. It's loss of jobs. It's giving China control of green energy. China dominates the rare earth metals for electric car batteries. Dominates nearly 100% of solar wafer supply chains. Mining for all of this is really polluting. That's the environmental bloodbath the Biden White House is doing. And as you point out, yes, the U.S. grid operators warn blackouts are coming. The grid is not ready for what the White House wants, that nearly 70% of all cars, SUVs, and trucks be electric in 8 years' time, and up to half of buses and garbage trucks, too. So this is what is not being reported in the media as they continue to attack Trump.
Yeah, and let's not forget that America just went through Winter Storm Uri, where over 150 people died by freezing to death in the United States, in a great state like Texas. And why? Because our electric grid was not capable of handling the demand at that time. So it is very foolish, critically foolish for us when we know that we already have an ever-growing increase. Look, Georgia estimates that because of the amount of companies that are moving in, because of the data center growth, they're going to have to increase their supply over the next 10 years by 17 times the current electrical supply. Northern Virginia is going to have to put in the equivalent of 5 nuclear power plants at a time in which we know that this administration has made it nearly impossible to kick off a new nuclear power plant.
Yeah, so what the New York Times is reporting and Washington Post is reporting, they're going to need to put the equivalent of a new California in terms of power onto the U.S. grid. That's what the U.S. grid needs in like 5 to 10 years' time, plus new transmission lines that could cost trillions of dollars. We saw $3.5 trillion. I think that was the analysis out of Princeton University to bring on, more power, or I think it's over 10 years. Final word.
Yeah, at the end of the day, we need an above all approach. We need to be embracing our current energy infrastructure. We need to go back to what President Trump did, which was the first time in my lifetime we became energy independent.
Got it. Congressman Eric Burlison, thank you so much for joining us this Monday night. We appreciate you so much.